Can you lose weight just by walking? And how do you get started with hiking? And what the heck is rucking? We're going to step into all that and more in today's video. What's up, Rebels? Today we're going to be talking about walking, hiking, rucking, and even a little bit of backpacking. So I love getting out and hiking around. I've hiked 40 miles in a day, backpacked up mountains and across lakes, and explored so many different areas on foot. Before we dive in further, let's define some of those terms quickly. And also keep in mind that some of these definitions are a little ambiguous, but you should get the overall meaning of each. Now, I feel silly for reading this first definition, but walking is usually defined as to move about or travel on foot for exercise or pleasure. And now I define it further by saying it's walking inside or outside on paved surfaces on terrain that's relatively flat. And now hiking is defined as to walk or march a great distance, especially through rural areas, for pleasure, exercise, military training, or the like. Now, what constitutes a great distance? It seems to be about 1 to 2 miles is the agreed upon minimum. But beyond all that, I see hiking as an outdoor activity that's usually done on established trails with terrain that varies in height and ruggedness. All of this makes hiking just a bit more challenging than regular walking. All right, next up is rucking, which is just hiking under load. So take all the things that I just said about hiking, the farther distance, being outside, and the varied terrain, and then you're going to add some dead weight in a backpack as resistance, usually no more than about 10 to 15% of your body weight. And last but not least, backpacking. This activity is usually focused on carrying camping equipment like tent, sleeping bag, food and water to some sort of outdoor destination with the goal of staying there for a prolonged period of time. Now, that equipment can get heavy, but generally speaking, you're not looking to go more than about 20% of your body weight. So you can see an increasing difficulty with each of these and how they're all similar, but also different. But what are the actual benefits? And can they help you reach your fitness and weight loss goals? Can you lose weight just by walking? Absolutely. We saw it with Don, one of our Nerd Fitness coaching clients who lost 85 pounds. He said, "Probably my best, most consistent habit is walking. I get more than 12,000 steps in pretty much every day. Now I feel walking and weightlifting are normal habits in my life." Now, of course, adjusting your nutrition is going to be the biggest lever to pull if you're looking to change your body weight. But you don't need to pair it with some overly complicated exercise program when you first start. And that's what's so great about walking. It's easily accessible to a lot of people, and it's low enough intensity to be able to do on a regular basis. In fact, a 2022 study showed that for those looking to reduce weight, longer duration walking at lower speeds was actually more beneficial for weight loss than short durations at higher speeds. Can walking or hiking build muscle? If you're just starting off with exercise, absolutely. Walking or hiking can build muscle, strength, endurance, and balance. What a combination. But as you continue progressing, you're going to want to introduce some dedicated strength exercises too. Things that take your body through a bigger range of motion and challenge it further. Cindy actually joined Nerd Fitness Coaching to help her get ready to hike the Pacific Crest Trail. She knew she needed to be strong for this adventure, but she kept on running into problems with her training. In her words, "I attempted some other program and it made me so sore that I could barely walk straight for almost a week. The trainers there said that it was normal and to keep working out every day, but I just couldn't. I felt like a failure. But I got back on the horse. I looked for a program that could match my level, which Nerd Fitness Coaching 100% did." Her coach at Nerd Fitness had her doing helpful muscle building exercises like step-ups, lunges, and core exercises. Want to get stronger for any hiking adventure yourself? Grab the free PDF of our new beginner bodyweight workout to help. Link is in the comments and description. All right, so you're ready to take that first step. What do you need? For walking, it'll be simple. A pair of athletic socks, some well-fitting athletic shoes, and a cheap pedometer to help track your steps can also be helpful. For hiking, your walking shoes will do just fine on easier trails. If you're looking to tackle tougher trails, then you're going to want to level up your footwear and get a pair of hiking boots. This will provide some more support and protection for your feet and ankles on that rugged terrain. I also like carrying around a light backpack to keep water, sunscreen, and maybe a snack or two. For rucking, we're looking for a beefier backpack. Something with padded straps that'll make the extra weight feel a bit more comfortable. And speaking of that, the extra weight can come in the form of bricks in your backpack. You'll want to make sure that you wrap the bricks in duct tape before you pack them away though, so they don't tear up your bag. You can also tape 2 to 3 bricks together to make the load a little bit more manageable. Each brick weighs about 5 pounds. And again, we're not looking to add any more than about 10 to 15% of our body weight. If you're just starting off, go even lighter. And finally, backpacking. This is going to require another equipment upgrade namely a specialized backpack that has padded straps, a hip belt, and a reinforced frame. This is gonna help you carry that extra weight over hills and valleys for much farther distances. All right, we've got the gear, now let's warm things up. Warming up for walking can literally just be walking. You can go at a slower pace to start. A light march in place before you head out is also a good way to get ready. Some quick calf stretches for 30 seconds to a minute each side can also help if you're feeling a bit tight. For hiking, rucking, and backpacking, you're gonna wanna put your body through a bigger range of motion so it's more prepared for the additional stresses it'll encounter. Things like leg swings, the Spider-Man stretch, and calf stretches are my favorite. Don't forget to warm up the arms and shoulders too. They'll do a lot of work supporting that backpack all day. Arm circles are great here. After a walk or hike, some stretches for the quads, hamstrings, and calves are really helpful. A seated hip stretch is also a great choice. You can do any of these stretches for 30 seconds to a minute per side. Repeat if you're still feeling tight. Lightning round, warning round. Let's talk about some of the dangers associated with these activities. Number 1, dehydration. This can happen easily. For longer hikes, especially on unfamiliar trails, carry water with you. Number 2, heat exhaustion and heat stroke. This is another one that can happen easily. Again, carry water with you, check the weather forecast beforehand, and know the difficulty of the trail you'll be going on. You can find this information on sites like alltrails.com or by checking in with the Parks Information Center when you first arrive. Number 3, getting lost. This does sometimes happen when you go hiking. You want to make sure that you carry a map whenever possible, bring your cell phone, and stick to well-established trails. It's also advised to let someone know when and where you're going and when you're expected to return. Number 4, inclement weather. Definitely check the forecast before you head out, and carrying a light jacket with you can be a good idea. This is not meant to scare you by any means. Walking, hiking, rucking, and backpacking are a ton of fun and can be a simple but powerful way for you to get an exercise. Let us know in the comments. What's your experience with any one of these? And what advice would you give to any beginner? And don't forget about our new beginner bodyweight workout PDF that'll help you get your entire body strong for any adventure. Now step to it.